All right, Chad, we here. But what's good, everyone? You know, it's your boy JJ that dude, and we are back. But we're on like a different type of video. We're on talking about what I like and what I dislike about the game. I don't know if I've done it on the like the YouTube thing or not. I probably said I liked the game. I probably rated the game and all that good stuff. But I never really got a chance to have like my own video to talk about how I liked the game, what things they could have done better, stuff like along those lines. And I got my phone up there because my phone got the things up there because I forgot a few of them, but I know most of them now. So let me just go out there, and before I go out there and talk about the game and all that stuff, I've played the game, I beat the game. There might be some. I'm not gonna have any spoilers in here. I will let y'all know. There will not be any spoilers in this whole thing. The most I might say is I like certain things, and I won't say anything. And if it's something of a spoiler, I won't read. I won't say it. I might say a little things, but it's not going to relate to a spoilery thing. So, if you ask any spoilers, I'll let you know. And I'll probably put it right up there on the thing if it's going to be a spoiler or something. But even then, I'm probably not going to have any spoilers up there. Because I'm letting y'all know about this. But yeah, chat. This game, it is an interesting game. I like it a lot because it's harder than Persona 5. I would say that. It's harder than Persona 5. It definitely is harder than Persona 5. Is it harder than like 4 or 3? I think it's harder than 4, 3. I think it's harder than 3 as well, mainly because they have Soul Cry or Soul Scream or whatever you want to call it, and it gives them multiple turns and stuff. And it's interesting. It got its own thing and all stuff. Like, you see the attacks right now, you see the gameplay of it, and I'm going to let you know, this is just an optional thing. You don't have to actually do these things, so it's not going to spoil anything if you see looking at this thing. It's not going to spoil it. Nothing along those lines. But without further ado, let's get into the things I like about this game. So let's go off the first thing about it. The game is going to have a thing called synthesis, as you're seeing right now. Synthesis is one of like the great attacks out there in this game, though, and all that stuff, because it can give you an extra turn. And and some of y'all gonna probably want to know, oh hey, why did that attack not give you another turn or something like that? I'm gonna get into that when we get into that. But keep it going though. But yeah, synthesis attacks are pretty good in this game because they definitely help you out a lot in this game. I will be honest. This game helps you a lot with this stuff. And I've already mentioned about the archetypes and stuff, in my opinion. So like I have that up there. If y'all want to look at that video, it's on the streaming thing on YouTube. Y'all can check it out. Go all the good way and the good stuff into that. But yeah, synthesis attacks right there. As you see me do it like 2 times with like the punishment thing, divine punishment, whatever. That thing is a pretty good ability, and a lot of other things are good ability as well, with some other characters as well. But other from that, let's get back to what I'm talking about. And the thing I like about this game is the story is interesting. The game, you have a villain that's always going to be there, that's always going to be a pain in your butt, and I like those type of villains that are always there and are always just a menacing force. I love that when it comes to a video game. If you have villains that are like that and they're cold like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't like no villains out there that just be punkish and then you just don't know it's random person. Like I'm okay with the nice interesting suspicion of it all the like Adachi for P4 for example. I like that. That's interesting. It's pretty good. I mean, P5 I really knew it was Adachi, like Akechi in the first place. Persona 5 I just knew it was Akechi. That's the type of thing it was. P4, it was kind of interesting because it was kind of like, it has to be someone that is, something of power stuff. So that P4, it made sense. P3, it was understandable. I gotta say, it was understandable. But it was kind of weird how they just knew where it was at the first time. But that's besides the point, chat. But, yeah, I like the story, though. The story is pretty good. It's pretty interesting. And I think y'all will like the story. Now, there's a few little weird things about the story, which I don't like. But it's some parts of the story that I don't really like in particular of it, but it's okay. We can move on past that type of thing. But I wish they explained it a little bit more of how the heck that didn't work out and some things worked out. I don't understand it. But we'll talk about that when we get to that. All right, next thing we are going to talk about is obviously the game being a challenge. And that is what I think everyone wants. Everyone wants a game that is a challenge. We don't want nothing that's so easy to the point that it's just easy. Like, I want a challenge. When I play a game, I want to have a challenge and I want to have fun doing it and stuff, right? And the funny thing about it is the game does not let you know that you need to level up a lot. Another thing is, you're going to have to grind this game, chat. And I mean, you're going to have to grind a lot, and I'm not going to hold you. All I'm going to say is, like, the final boss. I will let y'all know. I will say this. If y'all don't want to hear this spoiler, it's not really a spoiler, but I'm just going to say this. You need to level your character a lot. I'm going to just say that. You need to level up your character a lot. had to beat the boss battle around level 70 something, if not 80 something. So I recommend if you're going to the final boss, which you'll know when it's the final boss. You'll know when it's the final boss because the game's gonna let you know when it's the final boss sometimes. But yeah, he's kind of built different. I'm gonna let y'all know he's kind of just built different, and he be doing a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's interesting though. Oh yeah, but next thing I like is the some people are gonna think of it as the confidants, but they're followers. But I will say this, and there's no romance in it, Chad. There's no romance in it. I would have loved it to have romance, but yeah, no, it don't have no romance in it. Sadly, it don't have no romance in it. But that's the point. Let's keep it. Let's go back to where we're supposed to be coming back with this. Let me move my camera real quick because my controller out there acting weird. There we go. I had to move this thing because that thing was acting weird. My apologies to get that fixed. But anyway, yeah, the followers were confidence. The followers are way easier to do than in P5 and like and them other stuff. The reason why I say that's because most of the time when you do those follower or the confidant things, you don't have to go out there, spend time with them again, and then try to find something to work out with. Usually, like, look, I'm gonna tell you from my experience of playing the game, I did not have to worry about having to go out there try to, spend time with them multiple times just to get my rank up with them. You can just get your rank up whenever you get to it, and it's as simple as that. And I like that about the game because I like not having to grind 24/7 to just do that one thing. I will say that though. And of course, they don't have romance in it, which I wish they did, but it's understandable. I think there's only maybe 4 or 5 people that you might consider romance material in that game, but other than that, it is what it is. It is what it is. The next thing is the quest giving you good items. And I do like when a quest gives you good items for doing optional rewards. It's a good thing to have, especially like the supposed hard ones. Those are always just great things to have, and I mean that. Those are great things to have. Y'all give me one little second again, because I got to restart my computer. There we go, I had to restart my computer again. Sorry, I got to keep doing that every time. My PC acts a little iffy sometimes, chat. I know that. But yeah, keep it going. They give out good items, like a lot of good items, like stuff like MP and GP, MP or HP. I keep saying GP because I play too many Bio Rumble. Y'all got to deal with that. But yeah, you're going to have a lot of MP and HP. Those things help out a lot in this game. It helps a lot. Especially when you're trying to just get it all done in one go. It's beautiful and it's great. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. The next thing is the archetypes or personas, if that makes sense. Now, is there a lot of personas? No, there's not a lot of personas in particular. But I will say that the archetypes and or personas, whichever one you prefer to call them, for y'all to understand it, that they're interesting. I'll say that they're interesting. Like that guy right there that you see right there, that gave me 4 turns right there. That is one of the best ones for my main character, and I think y'all know why. But yeah, it's pretty good though. But anyway, that's besides the point though with that. But yeah, it's pretty good and interesting with certain other characters and stuff. So I will say that. And a lot of people have a lot of archetypes. And there's one that's really different, but other from that, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, pretty interesting, so on and so forth. Alright, but next thing, which is the level up things for the archetypes. And some people are going to be like, do I have to grind a lot in this game? You are going to have to, but there's other ways that you could get a lot of level ups in your archetype or persona. That way you don't have to worry about grinding as much. And that is one good thing I will say about this game, though. Is that mainly with this game, real quick, this game has a way for you to level up your thing, whether it's by 500 or whether it's by 1,000 or even 3,000. Those things are really, really good. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Those things are really amazing. They're really good. And it's also good to really have in general, though. I will say that. It definitely has some things in there. Another thing, which is, some of y'all might not know about this, but there is a mag system. It helps you get out coins or helps you mess up with your archetype. Now, I will say this at a time. If you're trying to platinum the game, you're going to have to get max out everything from the archetypes. So if I were y'all, I'll recommend this. So I recommend for y'all. Please, and I mean this though, please, and I mean please, do the thing in the very beginning. Please get every archetype from the beginning. Grind everything, just do that. Because guess what? If you do not do that and you want to go do this again and play it on the hardest difficulty, guess what? You're going to have a rough time doing it because everything is multiple that amount. A lot of multiples about. So you might as well do it in the very beginning of the game. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Do it at the very beginning of the game. Get that out the way immediately. I'm telling y'all, for y'all's sakes, do that, please. So I'm helping y'all out. Help y'all when I say that. The next thing is Royal Virtues, which will be the same thing as like the things like what Joker has. With some of y'all might know what I'm talking about, some of y'all might not know what I'm talking about when I say this. But I'm gonna tell you this, Chad. I'm gonna tell you this. There's so much, bro. These people just be texting me 24/7. Dang. Okay. Anyway. What happens is pretty much this. There's like a big like 6 things you got to do. One thing with your wisdom, stuff like that. So I just gotta say wisdom stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like how smart you are. Like how creative you are. Stuff like that. Imaginary, all that good stuff. Or brave and stuff. Stuff like that. You can level that up. And I think you can actually do it all up in that first thing, but yeah. It's an interesting thing. I will say it's an interesting thing, but it's pretty good. It's pretty simple-ish if you can play it right. The system with the beetles is pretty good as well, but I'm not going to go too crazy into the whole beetle thing. Y'all see it when y'all get a chance to see it. The next thing about it, which is the equipment and the set skills, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing as like any other Persona game, but it's pretty good. You can do that for all your characters. That means not just one of your characters, but all your characters. All your characters can have fun, and they're like wild cards. They all can be like wild cards, which is pretty good. I like that the game has that little interesting thing, because that was more flexible stuff. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie. And another thing about it is OST is pretty okay. I think it's okay. I mean, if you could get behind the song OST, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then the grinding of MP, which if you see me playing the mage, which the mage is going to be pretty good and pretty broken in its own rights. It does a lot of stuff. I'm going to say that. It does a lot of stuff that's great, because you can get your MP back. You don't have to keep worrying about stuff, but you just got to keep grinding, beat up some weak enemies, and go from there and stun them the entire time. And that junk is pretty good to have. I will say that. Now, here are the bad things I don't like about this game. And I'm trying to make it simple to the point without spoiling the game. I don't want no one to get spoiled on this game or nothing. So yeah, let's get this out the way when I say this, though. But yeah, now, the things that I don't like in this game, which sometimes you can understand, sometimes you don't, is, I'm not going to say they're Reapers, because there's no Reapers in this game, but there are Treasure Demons. And Treasure Demons, if you don't pay attention, you will get caught lagging, and you will get cooked. So I pray, if you look at a treasure chest, make sure you can get out of that dodge, or you have anything that is like, I'm going to just say an attack that they like, so like money or something. Please be okay about that, and please don't get cooked doing that, because look, give them some money, they'll probably be like, okay, we look at the money and you get an extra turn. I recommend you do that. And if you play on the second hardest difficulty, because you can't play at the first hardest difficulty in the first place, because the game will not let you do that. You have to beat the game first, and then you get to do that. Because then you have to fight a dragon afterwards. Not this one right here that y'all see. It's another different dragon that you'll see when you get to Regicide. I won't spoil that. But yeah, it's very interesting to deal with, though. Another thing about it, another thing which I'm going to keep it a buck, is the dungeons. Some of the dungeons in this game are kind of lackluster. And I mean the optional ones. Those ones are lackluster. If you see every dungeon you have to do, most of them are going to be lackluster like this. And all that stuff. And some of the palaces may be iffy. Some of them are good. Some of them are just put it on the ground, you'll be fine type of things. But yes, most of the dungeons or the other stuff about it is not all the best thing in the world. I'll keep it a buck. Some of them are just confusing. Some of them I don't know why they were in there. But mainly it's okay. It's an okay game nonetheless. Then we have the last thing, in my opinion, that I don't like in this game is weather days. And that is the thing in the beginning that y'all saw in the first time. You want to know why I couldn't do anything like get extra turns or nothing? It's because of the weather day. Some days, like I think it's where it's probably maybe near the end. I will say that probably near the end. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to guarantee it, but probably near the end, you're going to have to deal with that a lot. Because if that happens, you're not going to get a lot of things and stuff, and you're going to get cooked a lot during those days. So I would be careful about that. The weather days are very terrible to deal with in this game. I will say that. If you get cooked, you have to take that out. But anyway, chat, that's all I have to say about this game. Other from that, the game is really well done. It's really good. But the question is it better than Persona 5? Royal or anything like that? I do think it's better when it comes like fighting wise In my opinion, I like it gameplay wise. Stuff. Do I think this story is better than the Persona 5? In my opinion, I think I like this game a lot more than Persona 5 Royal. Like character wise, I mean, I might still take Persona 5 Royal characters. Like, there's only like a few 4 or 5 characters I'll take. That being that of a few other people. I'm not gonna mention their names, but if you know, you know. But there are a few other characters I'll take and I'll have though on my team if I need to. But yeah, other from that, it's just kind of iffy though. But yeah, chat. I'll stop it right here. Thank y'all for watching this video. I just had to say my opinions about this game. If y'all want to know more about it, I'll probably do a video on it later if I need to. But yeah, chat. I'll stop it here and I will see y'all later though. Peace and love y'all. Yeah.